What's going on, everybody? Project Marauder out here, and it is time for qualifying here at the first stop of the Stadium Series. Just a quick reminder, though, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. Last week was a crazy one in Denver, as it was the first stop of the Arena Series, and we had a lot of insane crashes during qualifying, especially from Ice Cream Man, who ended up being your fastest qualifier. El Toro Loco and Driftboy 912 came and took the high jump win, showing why he is the World Finals 2 high jump champion. Captain's Curse shocked everybody, taking the racing win. El Toro Loco, Driftboy 912 coming and getting that skills win. 2 for 2, really. And then Doomsday taking that freestyle win. So Ice Cream Man on top after being the overall event champion with 27 points. El Toro Loco in second with 21. And Captain's Curse in third with 17. So that being said, this week we are at the Stadium Series here in Arlington, my home state of Texas, and this is the lineup for this season. As you can see, Soldier Fortune, Dragon, Earthshaker, and Megalodon coming from the qualifier series, as they were the top 4, so they have joined everybody else along with Gas Monkey and Crush Station here in the Stadium Series after they were the first place and the runner-up for the Arena Series Season 2. So let's go ahead and get started as Brandon Thunder and Megalodon come out for their first attempt. See if they can get a good time on the board. Again, rules are the same now. Well, they different from last season, but they're the same this season now all across the board. You get 2 attempts. Fastest time gets you the best out of the 2 times is your best time. And if you happen to hit a turn pod, go over or outside of the race lanes or in between that line over there to the left, just anywhere outside of the race lane, you will get a 3-second penalty added to your time. So 22.99 for Megalodon in his first attempt. Brandon Thunder, this is his first time out in this series. So big change for him, as there's a lot for him to get used to. Had a good outing in the qualifier series. Again, he ended up being 4th place, so he just skated by to get that last place spot in Season 3 of the Stadium Series. So he just has to keep that momentum up and hopefully stay on top and then come out on top with a win. Wrapping up his second attempt and a 22.15. So he is now your current leader. 22.15 is the time to beat currently, but 11 more trucks to go. We'll see what happens. Out of those 11, Angel Garcia is the next one up in Earthshaker with that 3rd place spot in the qualifier series. So he earned his spot here with everybody else. Let's see what he has in store. 22.15 is the score to beat. He's already shown his skills in freestyle. He can freestyle pretty well. He's pretty good on the track as well when it comes to racing. I don't think he came out with a racing win, but I mean, he was somewhat up there in qualifying. So he's shown his worth. He's shown that he can be here and do this. And just like that, 21.66 has some trouble as he's on his side, able to save it though, enough momentum to get back on all 4s. He is your new leader though, with some of those body parts coming off, but he's in a good spot as he is number 1 at the moment. 10 more trucks to go though. Excuse me, I'm fighting allergies at the moment, so you might hear a lot of that. I apologize. But a great outing by Angel Garcia and Earthshaker. Let's see what his second time is. Maybe he can get a faster time and hold on to that top spot. I mean, again, 10 more trucks to go, so let's see what happens. So far, so good. Some trouble, though, as he's bicycling into the container. Rolling over. Back on all 4s, though. He's going to finish the run, but at what cost? Time is not going to matter. We're going to end up going with his first time anyways. 26.58 was his second time due to the rollover, but he is still your leader after his first run. So here comes Flames, Plays, and Dragon, the previous driver of Zombie in Season 2 of the Stadium Series. Decided to join Team Dragon. Let him in, put him in the qualifier, and he got 2nd place. I mean, he had a slow start. I'll admit, he had a slow start in the Arena Series. Wasn't too great. Really blew up in the Arena Series, the Arena stop of the qualifier. And then once they did the second and final stop in the Stadium stadium track, that's when he really kind of excelled and improved himself. 21.57 is his time, so he is now our new leader. So just like that, a new leader after new leader after new leader. So great attempt by Flames Plays and Dragon. But again, he really shown his potential in the stadium events for the qualifier. But again, he came from the stadium, so it was something that he was way more familiar with as to the arena series. So it was kind of a given that was going to happen. But came back, got second place in the qualifier, and he's here now. Let's see what he has, as he's now your current leader, and hopefully he can get a faster time. Coming to the last turn, not sure if this will be faster or not. Might not. 21.51, so he will remain your leader, as we have your reigning World Finals 2 Freestyle champion, Brian the Dog Webb, in Soldier Fortune, who was behind Bakugan Dragonoid for that championship run. But Bakugan has since received a new driver who we will see later on in this event. So Brian the Dog Webb was the qualifier winner, getting that top spot. And I mean, he was pretty consistent all the way through. Really a top contender again, your reigning World Finals 2 Freestyle champion. So he was very capable, and it was kind of a given that he would be here in this situation. Now let's see, 21.25 for Soldier Fortune's first attempt. So he is now your new leader. So again, back to back, we've had a new leader. And let's see how long his time will score. 21.25. Who knows? Maybe we can break that 21 second time frame and get into the 20s. 8 more trucks to go though. Brian the Dog Webb deciding to go to Soldier Fortune to try something new. I mean, he had an amazing run in Bakugan last season. Ended up in 5th, if I'm not mistaken, in the leaderboards. 4th or 5th. Might have been 4th, actually. 21.20, so beating his original time of 21.25. So that is now the time to beat, as Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward come out now, your runner-up of the season 2 of the Arena Series. Had a great outing in World Finals 2, mind you. I forget exactly where he landed in qualifying. He was kind of lower in the bracket, but that didn't matter, because when it came to racing, he almost got a World Finals Racing Championship, but unfortunately, it ended up going, well, unfortunately for him, it ended up going to Magazine Ethan Waters, who is now your 3-time World Finals champion. But 20.83, we broke the 21-second barrier, and we have a new leader once again. So 20.83 seconds for Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward. A great outing for him. But again, we're just going to have to wait and see how long that time holds, because it's just new leader after new leader every single time. So let's see if somebody will finally break that and stay in the lead. But he's already in his second attempt, going a little wide. Almost heading towards the containers, but he's fine. I'm sure that's going to kill some of his time, though. Gonna have to wait and see, as here is the final turn. And he's gonna possibly get the 3-second penalty, I'm not sure. And he will receive a 3-second penalty, 24.63, which it would have been a 21.63 regardless. So he is still your leader with his first time of a 20.83. As J Pace Racing, your Arena Series Season 2 winner, comes out in Crush Station. Let's see what he can do, and if he can beat Gas Monkey Garage's time, which is kind of a pattern at this point. Crush Station and J Pace Racing had an amazing Season 2. He was consistent all season, and you know, Son of a Digger and Whiplash, Arcanine 59 and Morales TCS, I mean, they were just killing it all season long and just keeping them in that third place spot. 20.40 as he's rolling over after his first attempt, but we have a new leader as he had an amazing run, a quick run. There's the rollover again as we take a look at a replay, and I mean, he was quick, he was firing, he was hauling, you know. And now that makes me wonder if we will beat the 20-second barrier and get into the 19s, because I mean, this is incredibly fast. But Crustacean going for his second attempt. As I was saying, though, I mean, he was consistent all season, and then at the last stop of the season, Son of a Digger and Son of a Digger and Whiplash just absolutely went cold, and Crustacean came out on top. But he's on 2 wheels. Gonna slam the brakes, not roll over, but that's it. His time is already killed. It doesn't matter though, because he already has the best time as of yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at a recap of all of our times and qualifiers as I talk about W Energy. Please be sure to use code Project Rod Rod to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. No jitter, no crash, no sugar. This stuff is legit. Beach and Peach and Galaxy Grenade are my favorite. Don't worry, I'm going to stop plugging this here pretty soon because it's getting kind of repetitive. So anyways, be sure to check out my Discord. Link is in the description. I'm still new to Discord. I'd love to talk to you all, as well as my Instagram, Project Rod Rod, and my TikTok, Project Rod Rod. I'm mostly active on Instagram more than TikTok, but be sure to check both out. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that like button, and if you aren't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more Monster Jam content like this right here. So next up is our 7th competitor of the day, the Arena Series Season 1 champion, Alien Invasion and Cecily 96, and I mean, her win was by a long shot, a pretty big margin. I mean, she was dominant all season long, and I mean, she ended up getting a Skills World Finals Championship in World Finals 1, though that's gonna cost her, as she's on 2 wheels now, and I'm sure she's gonna face a deduction, or a penalty, excuse me. By the way, looked like she hit that other ramp, so this run is coming to an end right there. 29.72, as she did get that 3-second penalty, and then of course when she was on the 2 wheels, that really killed her time. So she's really gonna have to step it up in this second attempt if she wants to get on top and take that lead away from Crush Station. But as I was saying, Season 1, Arena Series Season 1 winner, Skills champion for World Finals 1, and Season 2 was kind of a back and forth year. She ended up being in 6th place at the end, so she stayed alive. She managed to stay in Season 3 of the Stadium Series. You know, World Finals wasn't too bad for her either, but she just wasn't able to defend her championship. 22.10 for Alien Invasion, so not going to be enough to take the time or take the lead away from Crush Station. He will remain on top, so we finally have a truck that was not able to take the lead right after the previous one. So here comes Action Phil and Blue Thunder now. Nitro Studios, the driver of Blue Thunder last season, and he's on 2 wheels as well, trying to save it. And he is going to save it, but I'm sure his time it's pretty much gone. He's probably going to finish this up just to see what happens, but it's pretty much over with, if we're being honest. And 23.22 for his time. Very unfortunate, but he has one more opportunity. Again, as I was saying, Nitro Studios was behind the wheel of Blue Thunder last season, and he is now driving Monster Mud Husky in the Arena Series. So we had a change in the driver's seat. Action Phil now trying to go and get a win in Blue Thunder. MT World Media was the Season 1 driver, and he almost came out with a season win and a World Finals Freestyle Championship, and he hits the ramp at a wrong angle, and he's flipping all over the place. A dangerous crash for Blue Thunder, so a DNF is going to be his second attempt. There it is. He hit the ramp halfway and just rollover after rollover, a very, very violent rollover. At least 3 flips backwards before he landed on his lid, so hopefully he's okay. Hopefully the truck's okay, and they can continue with the rest of the competition. But a very, very unfortunate outing for Blue Thunder. As our next competitor comes up now, Bakugan Dragonoid and Daniel Murray. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But Bakugan Dragonoid out now. Again, the driver for last year was none other than Brian the Dog Webb. He won the Freestyle Champion in this truck, but decided to jump in Soldier Fortune, and now we have a new driver in Bakugan. Let's see what he can do and see if he can beat that time, and he's looking like he's really fast. 20.24 seconds, so just beating out Crush Station. He is your new leader. Moving on with the rest of the competition, so a huge congratulations to him, as he now owns the top spot, and there are 3 competitors left to go. So let's see what's going to happen. Here comes the second attempt. Again, this is Daniel Murray's first time in the Stadium Series, so he has a lot to prove, but he's already showing that he is fast, and he is here to compete. Huge air coming off the race lane, going a little wide. Let's see if he can get a faster time. and not able to get a faster time, but that's okay. He has the lead as he's on his side now. Luckily, no major damage to the truck. Here comes Max D and Ethan Waters, your 3-time World Finals champion. Also, your reigning World Finals 2 racing and skills champion. So, first truck and driver to get more than one freestyle, first truck and driver to get more than one World Finals championships. And he got 2 this past World Finals 2 racing and skills. So, I mean, he can do it all. He can race, he can skill, he can freestyle. 20.27, just shy of tying or really taking the lead away from Bakugan. So that should put him in about 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, as he's getting lined up for the second one. And there he goes, still rocking that gold paint scheme from World Finals 2 in celebration of his new championships and his multiple championships. El Toro Loco and Drift Boy 912 did the same thing in the Arena Series. Started off with the black paint scheme and then said, let's screw it, let's do it. Let's bring out the gold body again. Or I'd say again for the first time, but Max D and Ethan Waters some trouble, not able to follow through with his second time. So 24.85, getting that 3-second penalty. So that's going to be it for him, as he's sitting currently, I believe, in 3rd place. As Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and I'm so sorry if I mispronounced this, Omboji, please let me know if I did that right or not, and I will work on it if I didn't. But first time driving the Dalmatian, as April Summers stepped down and went to Gravedigger in the Arena Series after rocking the Dalmatian for 2 seasons. He's on 2 wheels, but managed to control it and stay within the lines. But that right there is probably going to cost him, as he's outside of the race lane, the race area. Let's see if the officials are going to call it. And they did, so 25 seconds even as he hits the container. Manages to save it, so it would have been 22 seconds had it not been for that 3-second penalty. But he has one more attempt. Let's see what he can do. Lining it up now. This is his first time in these series. And again, as I mentioned, April Summers was driving the Dalmatian the past 2 seasons. Was in 2nd place for season 1. Almost took the win. And I believe last season as well. She was just right there, right on the heels. Almost had it. But unfortunately, Northern Nightmare came out on top yet again and was your back-to-back Stadium Series winner. But now we have a new driver. Let's see how far he can take it, and we'll see how far April Summers can take it in Gravedigger in the Arena Series. And 20.26 for the Dalmatian, so getting right in front of Max D. She should be in 3rd place now. Bakugan Dragonoid still holding on to that lead in qualifying, but it's time for your last and final truck of the event. None other than Alex Stevens 27 and Northern Nightmare, your back-to-back Stadium Series champion. Unfortunately, was not able to defend his racing title in World Finals 2. Was knocked out by Gas Monkey Garage of all drivers, or of all trucks. But, you know, he's back at it again. Got the stadium win. And let's see, 20.91. Not going to be enough to take the lead, as he has one more attempt. But he had an amazing season. Was a little back and forth in the beginning, but in the end, it was a fight between him and the Dalmatian. Even Bakugan had a fighting chance at some point, but he ended up on top, taking it away from April Summers after she had a little bit of a rough outing in World Finals 2. But let's see if this is going to be the one to take the lead, as he has one final turn that he just needs to stay in control of. Let's see, what is it going to be? 20.52, not going to be enough to take the lead. So, debuting for the first time this series, Daniel Murray and Bakugan Dragonoid is your fastest qualifier. So he will have one of the 4 spots in the buy run. As you can see, this is the racing bracket for our first racing event of the season here in Arlington. Again, my home state. And this is the bracket, or excuse me, the leaderboards after that. So Dragonoid, Dalmatian, Max D, and Crush Station getting the buy runs, and they are currently your top 4. This is exactly what the event championship looks like as well. It's going to change as we progress. Next event is High Jump, so we'll see you there. Can't wait to see what happens and how the leaderboards change. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content, and we'll see you in High Jump. Thank you for watching.